StoneMan Climbing Company. Today we're going to learn how to belay with a GriGri, doing a bottom managed top rope. When loading the GriGri, we have little images on here that show the climber guy or girl and the brake hand side. The way that the GriGri opens, this plate hinges open like that, and now you can see inside. This is where the rope goes in, so I'm going to take my climbing rope. The end going up is going to my climber, so that is going to have to be on this side of the GriGri. So I take my biter rope, I feed it in there, and then I close this little plate. Locking carabiner straight onto my harness. I'm going to check that the carabiner is locked, and I'm also going to check that the GriGri, the assisted braking mechanism on the GriGri, locks by just pulling kind of sharply on it while holding the brake strand. Now I know I'm good to go. So now we're going to get the slack out of the system that's going to the climber. If you notice what I'm doing here, we have a little acronym that we use called PLUS, P-L-U-S. All right, so I'm going to spell this out. So the P is my pull. I pull the slack through the device. The L is I lower my brake hand below the device. My U is I reach underneath that hand. The S is I slide my hand up to take out that little bit of slack there. So it's P, L, U, S, pull, lower, under, slide. Cool, now that I've got my climber tight, we're gonna do our buddy checks before she leaves the ground. So I'm going to double check her. She's got her harness on correctly. This is a newer style, it's not a double backing, so it looks good. Everything is nice and tight up over her hip bones. She's got her helmet on, she's got her climbing shoes on. She is tied in through the hard tie-in points of the harness with a proper figure 8. She's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 strands touching, see that? And she's dressed it with a little follow through on the bottom of the 8. Cool. Now, for me, she's going to check me over. She's going to make sure that this locking carabiner is locked. Yep, that her side is coming out of the top of the device and that it locks, and that my harness is on correctly also and tight over my hip bones, and that the brake side is going down. I am managing the brake side and that I am ready to go. Now that we're both ready, I'm going to let her know that she is on belay.
Climbing.
Climb on. Cool, so as she climbs, I'm just taking out this slack. Top rope, bottom managed top roping, pretty much any top roping is the safest way to rock climb. There is almost no way to fall, because as she climbs, I'm just taking out that slack while she goes up. Doing my plus method, right? So watch her when she moves, when there's any slack in the system. I pull, I lower, I reach under, I slide. P, L, U, S. If you notice my stance, I'm close to the wall. I've got one foot maybe up on the wall, just got myself in a braced position. You know, I'm keeping her tight, but if she did fall, she might pull me a little bit. Exactly, just like that. Having myself in this braced position reduces me like taking a little bit of a trip or getting pulled into the wall a little bit. How you doing? Cool, climb on, you're on belay. Okay, cool. So I've taken all the slack. I've got her tight. She's leaning back. She let me know that that is her body weight pulling on the rope now. So lowering with the GriGri, I'm going to kind of let this brake strand roll over the device like that. And I hold this hand down by my thigh. This hand is kind of loose grip. And I'm going to use this lever to start disengaging this kind of locking mechanism on the device. This lever is tricky. It's kind of touchy. You have to be real slow and real delicate with it. If you think of it like your throttle and your brake. So as I pull this back, it allows the rope to feed through. And when I let go, it stops. Try to maintain like a nice smooth speed. It'll reduce like when the climber kind of stops moving. Like if I stop her fast, it kind of pulls me. It won't be nice and smooth. It's gonna kind of be a little herky-jerky. Nice. When the climber gets down and then you know they're safe, you can give them some more slack so that they can pull and be comfortable and untie their knot. Yep, and you're off belay.